So Tiffany, I mentioned that you were nominated for the Daisy Award. Oh, well, you are the winner of the Daisy Awards.
No, I'm fine.
And you brought your banana.
I didn't say I'm eating. I'm hungry. Hi.
Tiffany was having a stressful day. So
Yeah. A good day.
So we're here to honor you. You had a lovely patient and family members who provided some feedback about you that we all felt was just true to Tiffany, and being true to Tiffany means is just an awesome compliment. So this is the feedback from the family. How about I tell a little bit about it? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead.
So Beth, if you can read the nomination and then Sandy will pipe in.
Oh, okay, sure. So this is the feedback for the family.
We're going to talk about the Daisy Award.
Oh, okay. Okay. Either. Okay. That's good. Whatever.
Well, in case all of you don't know, we want to just let you know what the Daisy Award is, and this is a big doggone deal. So we want Tiffany and everybody else to know that as well. So the Daisy Award was started back in 1992 by the Barnes family, and they started it because they really wanted to recognize the care their son got while he was sick. He had a traumatic injury, and they lost their son, and at a very young age of 33. But they were very impressed by the nursing care that he got. And they really thought nurses don't get the recognition that they probably should get, and they thought the nurses who took care of their son Patrick should get. So they established the Daisy Award. And the Daisy Award stands for Diseases Attacking the Immune System, which is what Patrick Barnes died from. And again, the last 8 years of his life, they were just so impressed by the nursing care, the compassion, the kindness that they saw nurses giving to him day in and day out. And they really said nurses are unsung heroes, and let's find a way to recognize them. So they started the Daisy Award as a way to thank nurses. So Tiffany, congratulations. You have gotten we started doing Daisy Awards in June of 2016. Tiffany is our 6th recipient of the Daisy Award. And Sandy is here. Her mom and dad, Larry and Mary Jane Widow, were the ones who nominated you, and so Sandy came on their behalf.
So Beth, if you'll read the nomination.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Thank you. So from Sandy, we are huge fans of this program. It's wonderful that Aurora has realized that a service like this is needed. I apologize for the long email, but she wants us to understand how it's impacted them so positively. Her dad is 90 years old, and her mom is 83. She is very appreciative of Tiffany and her dedication to the program. Her father really looks forward to check-in calls, which says a lot, as he's not normally the most gracious on the phone with anyone. Whenever he or my mom talk about issues, they have big smiles on their faces, and when they explain their discussion with Tiffany, they're always pleased. Normally, my brother and my sister-in-law, they go to parents' appointments, but it makes us feel good that if we can't make it, Tiffany's normally at the appointment with them. Or if she can't be there, she makes sure she follows up and sends out documentation so my brother and I can review. My parents feel confident that if they need questions answered, they can call Tiffany and she responds timely. Because they know she is a nurse, they're comfortable and confident with her answers. I've called Tiffany a couple of times to get clarification, and she was very positive and returned my call timely. There's a particular situation that I would like to tell you about regarding Tiffany where I thought she was outstanding. My dad would have never been able to arrange this. It would have taken a lot of time for my brother and I to resolve or to know where to start. My dad had called Tiffany on a particular Wednesday because of a sore spot on his face. Tiffany called Dr. Kimlowski on Thursday, and Sandy took her dad to that appointment. Dr. Kimlowski put in a referral to dermatology, and it's very hard to get into there. While we were still there, Tiffany talked to a dermatologist at East Mequon, and they were also booking a few months out. She tried various Menominee Falls clinic, and upon talking to someone at the falls, she was able to get her father in for a more expedient appointment, and then she even took pictures, and that helped the whole process too. And she was able to get an appointment the next day. So I know Tiffany said that this was a good learning situation for her, but she's so confident that you wouldn't know it. There's no way my parents could have done this, as it was so confusing. As indicated earlier, my brother and I would not have had time to do that. This is one example of how the care you bring to all your patients, Tiffany, and we're so pleased that Sandy wrote the email to share that feedback, because this is the first one we know about you.
Anything to add?
Well, just we really do appreciate it. Like I said in the email, my brother and I, we both have jobs, and so it's hard for us to sometimes get here, get around, and so it's nice to know that we can count on her to answer the questions that need to be answered when we can't get a hold of Dr. Chmulsky. We just love this program. My parents, my parents at their age, they just really like the attention too, which I think is really nice too, that they get so much attention from us. But yeah, we just really appreciate you.
Thank you.
How much.
And hi, I'm Sharon Quinlan, I'm the Chief Nursing Officer for Ambulatory, and Sandy, I just want to thank you for sending this nomination. Because it really, hearing from our patients and families about the difference that nurses make in their lives is a really big deal. And so it's my honor to present to you a number of award memorabilia. Here is your Daisy pin. And then, yeah, oh yeah, you can add that to your whole repertoire. They're all awesome. And this is a certificate that only Daisy Award winners get, and it's signed by me and by the Barnes family. So that's for you to keep.
Thank you.
And then the piece de resistance is this statuette, and I'm going to just refer to this. So this is called the Healer's Touch, and the Barnes family have commissioned some artists, and I got to get the name right. It's Shona artists, and they come from Zimbabwe, and there are only 20 people in Zimbabwe that create these statuettes, and they know that the statuette is being created for nurses. It's symbolic of the nurse's relationship with the patient, which clearly you have such powerful relationships, and it makes such a difference.
Thanks.
And so they know that they're making these for nurses, and each one is custom made. So this is for you to keep as a memory of your award.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you really make nursing and ambulatory nursing proud, and so I'm very honored to present it to you.
Thank you.
And I'm Debbie Milkey. I represent Ambulatory Nursing Shared Governance, and I am to present you with a coupon for a Cinnabon.
That's for sharing.
There is a story with that, and maybe you could help me out as far as Cinnabons and the cinnamon along with the Daisy Award.
So when Patrick, the patient, was in the hospital, his dad came in one day with a Cinnabon, and he had not been eating much, but for some reason that day the Cinnabon just smelled and seemed like a really good idea, so he ate the entire thing, and his dad got nothing. And then he said to his dad, when you come back tomorrow, bring some more Cinnabons, and make sure you bring one for every single nurse. And so that was just another way I think that they tried to tie what they're doing together for nurses.
Thank you.
I know you're not at a loss for words the way you talk. No, you're not.
Leave me alone. Yeah, I do like to talk, but you guys got me today. Thank you. I'm full. I'm humbled. I appreciate having the opportunity to help. It means a lot to me. As a nurse, when I became a nurse many years ago, it's the best career and most fulfilling career ever. and I wouldn't change anything for the world. So the opportunity now to work out in the community is a passion, and I really appreciate the honor, but I really wouldn't have it any other way.
Pass this around.
Oh, it comes with the award, okay. I need it, but thank you, thank you, everybody, for being here and supporting me. Thank you. Thank you.
And then just a couple other details I think Chris was gonna share.
Yeah, just in closing, again, thank you, Sandy, so much for submitting that nomination. I mean, I know it takes a lot of work, just like you said, you're working and everything, and for you just to give us that feedback, that was awesome. And then again, thank you, Tiffany, for all of your dedication. I mean, when you talk about nursing and everything, you are the epitome of what it is, and you know the passion I have for the care coordination program. So thank you for doing that for the patients and the families and everybody. So I think now we get to enjoy cookies.
Yes, and then Tiffany, you'll sign the poster, and then the poster will stay up in your clinic. Cindy, you wanna get the details?
30
on?
days, 30 days.
You can post it in your clinic.
Yep.
And I just want to say, Tiffany, from the doctor's standpoint, I mean, you're just a joy to work with. You've got a wonderful team here. Everyone plays an important role, but you've helped bring care of patients who are older and who have multiple needs to a whole new level. And I see that when I go in and see a patient, and the rare times you're on vacation and they don't want me to start because they We're all a great team here, and we really appreciate everything you do.
And before everybody leaves stuff, and maybe if we can get all the Good Hope folks around
Yeah.
Tiffany
Get a
and
picture
we can get a
taken.
huge
Okay.
picture with all of you guys, because like Dr. Jamelski said, it's a huge team effort, so if you guys wanna hit, and then they look fabulous.
Give me a picture.
I'm gonna go this way, just so I can get.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.